I never know how to start my video. Hi, I'm Leah, a French girl living in the US. I think that's fine. So, let's go. I'm gonna share with you today why I love the US so much. I have to be honest, I didn't write anything. I just have 3 bullet points I wanna share with you. And the first reason is the people. The second reason is the system. Yes, this one is like a big one and can be a little bit like controversial. And the third one is the geography of the country. So the Americans are kind. They are open-minded, they are generous, they are ambitious, and it's something, personally, I didn't really experience when I was in France. I'm not saying all French are rude and are assholes, but there is something here about the Americans that is completely different from the French. The fact that you can just talk to strangers, you can compliment strangers, it's something that I'm just like, what do you want? Do you want money? What am I supposed to say, to do? Just tell me. Because in France, when you say something like that, you expect something in return, It's not like just a free compliment. And Americans are more open-minded. If you have a dream, if you have a project, they're gonna help you to do it. And on the contrary, French are more like, no, maybe you should not do that. And have you ever considered that? Blah, blah, blah. And sometimes it's love, like a hidden love, because the family cares about you, so they don't want you to lose money, they don't want you to be in a danger or something. But sometimes it's also like jealousy, and it's something that I hate it. Americans, they help you to push you through your own limits, to pursue your dreams and to create your dream life, something that I personally, again, never experienced when I was in France. In France, everything feels too small, too restrictive, it feels like, I'm in a box and I cannot just be myself. I cannot dress the way I want. I cannot start the project I want, because there is always something that is like limiting myself, that is going to criticize myself, and because this is just how things are there. And also something that I love in the US is that the Americans are proud. They are proud to be American. They are proud to be a woman or a man or anything. They are proud. They are not ashamed to be something, to come from somewhere. Yes, I'm a Texan. Yeah, I'm a New Yorker or whatever. They are just proud. Proud, and they say it out loud without any shame. And again, in France, it's not like that. If you dare to say, I love my country, I'm proud to be from Toulouse or something, it's just like, There are some areas in France where it's more allowed. Like if you come from the Côte Basque, it's pretty well known that their pride is bigger than in other areas in France. But still, you cannot really say you love your country. You cannot really say, I'm proud to be French. I really love my country. You don't see a flag in France. You don't see a flag on the houses because otherwise you're going to be criticized. But since I've always loved my country in France, I felt like frustrated why I can't say publicly out loud that I love my country. Of course I can, but you're going to be criticized for that. So here I'm just like so proud to be here because it's a country that is welcoming me, that I buy a flag. I never had any French flag when I was in France. Isn't it crazy? But it's not only, I'm proud to be an American. It's like every person is also proud to be a woman, to be a man. Like, I want to be a cowboy. Okay, let's go. I just own it. I own this person that I want to be. I want to be a tradwife. I'm not going to be ashamed of it. In France, if you dare to be like a little bit like in the extreme, no, it's not well seen. People are just gonna criticize you. Like, who do you think you are? Like, no. People here are open. They don't judge you. You can go to the supermarket with your pyjama. It's not a problem. Personally, I would never do that unless I'm super sick. But why I would go to the supermarket if I'm sick? You know what I'm saying? But people still respect it. They're not going to look at you like you were an alien or something. Go to France, do the same, and you'll see. And just to be clear, I'm just like comparing France and the US because this is where I've lived. I've lived a little bit like also in Quebec, but I don't want to spit on my own country. I'm just sad for it because I know also what it was, and it's sad. It's sad because France is such a powerful and beautiful country, and we deserve better. Something I really, really enjoy with the Americans too is their respect for the traditions and for every little parties, I don't know how to say that, like fete, celebration. They celebrate everything. It's so important. For me, it always have been important to celebrate, Christmas and Easter and everything. Even if I'm not like a family person, still it's important for me because it's a moment where you can gather people, you can share meals, and you can share values. And these things are so important to have, a sustainable society, a healthy society, because this feeling of community, of celebration, it just gathers people, and it's so important. Second thing I love in the US is the system. Yes, the system is not perfect. It has a lot of problems. In France too. There is no perfect country. Let's be clear, there is no perfect country, but at least the system in the US pushes you to become better, to improve, to start a project, to become like your own boss, because you're not living in the most taxed country in the world, because this is the reality in France. Okay, the government is here to help you, but in the meantime, you have to pay so much that why bother to be my own boss? Why creating a business if all the money is not for me, but for the government? The system in the US is not here to help you. And why I think it's great is because the goal of each human being is not to stay like a couch potato, You are born to do something with your life, to learn, to try, to experiment things. So what a great thing to just live in a country that allows you to do that, to try something new, to push you through your own limits. I think this is great. The only thing is that yes, you have to pay for everything, and sometimes you just cannot because you're sick, because you have a car accident, because you are in a divorce and something like that, and it's just like a lot of money. But that's why I'm saying this country is not perfect either. There are things that can be improved, that can be better. But you have to understand also that in France, what we call the free medical healthcare isn't free. Someone has to pay for it. And it's the people that are not the richest but not the poorest that pay for everybody. So depending on your income in France, sometimes you pay nothing and sometimes you pay a lot. And even if you don't go to the doctor, If I say I like the system here is only because I believe in empowerment. I believe in becoming better. I don't believe we are born to just stay on a couch, scroll on TikTok, and do nothing with our lives. And so I'm glad to be here, surrounded by people that help me to get out of my comfort zone and chase my dreams. We have one life, one chance to make this happen. And in the US, it's possible. It's not easy, but it's possible. You can become somebody if you're a nobody. Try to do that in France. It's so hard. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's so hard. If you are born like a nobody, you're gonna die like a nobody. Here, you can connect easily with people. In France, it's harder. You have to climb the ladders, you have to know this one, this guy, blah, 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 to have the right connection. But if you're born not in the right city, surrounded by the right people, if you didn't go to the right school, okay, your life is gonna be like, ugh. Even if you want something else. Because some people, they want something else, but they just can't because the system is broken. Because the system doesn't allow you to chase your dreams. And last thing, why I love the US so much is because of the geography. And when I say geography, is the size, like the space, and also the diversity of this country. It's like one state, one country. And this is amazing. This is amazing. So many things to see, so many things to do. It's such a beautiful and crazy country that has so much to offer. And I'm saying that I've only been to maybe 4 states, not even, but I'm gonna do a road trip soon and I really can't wait to do it. I'm so excited. If you want to know about my road trip, there is the link in the description. And the geography of the US is extreme, and these extreme conditions create extreme people. It's a country with extreme in all its aspects. The geography, the system, the people, everything is so extreme. And with my French point of view, It's something that is disturbing. And this is something we criticize abroad, but now I'm in the US and I live here, I completely understand it. And I love it. I love it because, again, it allows people to just, expand, become better, improve. And like I said, what is the goal of life? The goal of life is not to have more children, to have more money, houses, and things like that. No, these are tools to actually reach the goal of life, which is to live. The goal of life is to live. And what a beautiful thing to be in this country where everything is extreme, everything is pushing you. Maybe it can sound like a little bit like delulu what I'm saying, but I'm pretty sure you get what I'm saying. There is something in the air in the US that helps me heal. When I was in France, I was sick. Sick because of the restriction and everything. I was not well, like gut issues, a problem with my hormones and things like that. I was not okay. Stress, anxiety. I'm not saying here everything is perfect. I'm not sick and blah, blah, blah. No. But there is something here that helps me breathe, rest, and just be myself. Be myself and create the life that I want. And this is just so hard to even describe the feeling. But it's the same feeling when I take the car, when I drive, and I'm just like doing nothing, just driving, and I'm just, everything is fine, I'm happy. Sometimes I feel my soul have found something that was missing in France. Again, it's maybe delulu what I'm saying, but it makes sense for me at least, and maybe for you because maybe you never feel fulfilled and you feel fulfilled here in the US. But anyway, I'm so grateful for being here, even if it's far from being easy to be an immigrant in the US. There are so many things that are hard, but still, I'm really grateful. Thank you, my N. Thank you, my family. Thank you, everybody. I want to thank every person that makes this whole thing possible. Thank you and see you soon.